Hi students, this is V.S. Ramakrishna, MSc B.Ed, and today we are going to discuss progressions. So basically in class 10th, progressions plays a major role and which is a very easy and important topic and it is easy to score. So here this progressions, basically, look at the example, say suppose 2, 5, 8. Can you guess what comes next? So this is obviously 11. Let's have one more example. Say suppose 6, 10, 14, 18. Can you say what comes next? So that is 22. We'll have one more. Say suppose 2, 6, 18. Can you say what comes next? So here it is 54. So how we are able to say? See, you observe in the first and second example, every term except the first is obtained by adding a fixed number. Say suppose 5 is our second term and our first term is 2 here. To get 5 from 2, we need to add 3 plus 3. So it is 2 plus 3 will give you 5. So if the same addition carries, the same number carries, here it is 5 plus 3 is 8, 8 plus 3, 11. Whereas come to the second one, you just add 4 here, you get the next numbers. And look at the example 3. Instead of addition, what we are doing here, we are multiplying. 2 into 3, 6. 6 times 3 is again 18. 18 times 3 is again 54. So in all these, what is observed here, whether it is addition or multiplication, whatever it is, there is a rule involved in this. So here we have arranged these numbers ascending to some rule. So that is progressions. So what do you mean by progressions? The arrangement of numbers ascending to some rule are called progressions. So how do you define progressions? The arrangement of numbers ascending to some rule. They are progressions. So basically, we have got so many types of progressions. We have arithmetic progression, geometric progression, harmonic progression, and we have got arithmetico-geometric progressions. So there are so many kinds, but when it comes to your 10th class, it is restricted to only 2 progressions. We need to discuss. They are arithmetic progression and geometric progression. Now, as we discussed earlier, like about the types of progressions, we have the first one is arithmetic progression. So we can also call it as AP. So in arithmetic progression, every term, a progression in which all the terms except the first is obtained by adding a fixed number to the term immediately preceding it. So how do you define arithmetic progression? A progression in which every term except the first obtained by adding a fixed number to the term immediately preceding it. So a progression in which every term except the first is obtained by adding a fixed number to the term immediately preceding it. Let's have one example. Say suppose 5. So 5 is our first term. We are taking the fixed number as say something 3. So we are adding 3 to this first term to obtain the second term. So that is 8. The same 3 we are adding to the second term to get the third term. Again adding 3 to the third term to get the fourth term. So in all these, except the first term may be anything. To obtain the second, we need to add that fixed number to the first. So that fixed number, we call it as the common difference. What we call it as? Common difference. So this common difference is denoted by D. The D is same. You see, you subtract second term to the first term, you get the result 3. Third minus second, you get the 3. Fourth minus third also, you will get the 3. So that fixed number is common in the entire sequence. Now here, how do you define now the common difference? The common difference is the difference between any two successive terms of AP. How do you define common difference? The difference between any two successive terms. Say suppose, so the common difference is D. What is the second term now? It is T2 minus T1. What is our second term? It is 8 minus 5. What is 8 minus 5? Is 3. Same thing here is same like T3 minus T2. So that is 11 minus 8, it is 3. Sometimes what he will say that, he will give some sequence. Say suppose anything. He will give 7, 11, 13, 18. Is it in AP? They will ask. So what you have to do now? You have to check the difference between the two successive terms. So here 11 minus 7 is 4, whereas 13 minus 11 is 2 and 18 minus 13 is 5. So the difference is not same. So this is not in AP. So with the help of D, you can say whether the given sequence is in AP or not.